Okay. What's going on, everybody? It's your friend Will. We're back. Playing more Black White Knights. This is the memory lapse. We beat a Rats deck. We beat an Esper deck. We turn 4 killed an Esper deck on a mulligan to 6. That was pretty amazing. Looks like there's going to be a torrential downpour starting here in Brooklyn any minute now. Means it might be nice for sleeping with the windows open. Don't have to run the AC. Alright, so we have Knight in a history with some removal here. I think we keep this. Our opponent mulligan to 6. We got Mono Green Tron versus Mono Green Tron and Modern on the side here. SCG Open Team Tournament. Really cool that they're running these, since that's going to be the Pro Tour format, I guess. And maybe it was the PTQ format, too. I haven't really kept up with like what's going on PTQ side, but... Alright, so this is probably like the Mono Green Splash Black. It could be Green Red Monsters, but I'm guessing it's like the kind of green stompy deck. So we got to keep this cast out, I think. To eat up like a Galta or something that we can just never beat. If I knew that I was going to draw another one, I would have cycled there. Because I think we're only going to ever want one cast out in this matchup. Pretty happy to be playing with History of Benalia again. I really enjoyed like the early days of Dominaria Standard on Arena, when we just like paid to win and built that blue-white mid-range deck with like a million mythics and just beat people with history. But those days are long gone. Grixis reigns supreme right now. Looks like we're going to eat 3 here. Wouldn't be surprised if they life linked up. If I'm them, I feel like this is a matchup where they're going to want to gain some life. Hopefully they don't have a follow-up. Looks like they don't. They missed land drop, so that's relevant to us. I'm okay letting this hit again. I'd rather develop the history than hold up the cast down. We can cast them down later if we want to. But this is nice. So like this is what makes history such an amazing just card power level wise. Is we just have a board here. We play a 2-drop and a 3-drop, and now we can actually just sit back with all this removal against a mono green deck, or like a green splash black deck. What is this? Pima Outrider. They created a token. Alright, this is not a card I was expecting. So the servo token gets to... yeah. Ooh, nice. So I think our play here is to cast down the Outrider. And then the question is, do we Ballista for 1 and shoot the elves? I kind of like that. Because now they're not gaining life anymore off this. I want to keep them off of whatever they might have that costs 4 or more. So let's do this. That 6 life gain is actually a pretty nice swing for them. We're going to get a huge swing next turn. 12. And we can cast down or cast out whatever they might have here. Oh, shoot. So they can do the crew trick. Oh, they're not going to do it. They're just going to get this into play. Oh, I see. So you're going to crew it here. They're just going to spend the rest of their mana getting this into play, I have to imagine. It's going to be a little annoying if they have another of these and or another way to make more energy for the harvester. Oh, wow. So they're actually leaving it. So since this is the line they took, I think then we want to just jam them for 12 here, and we're going to use the cast down on the harvester. And I don't think getting this Ajani into play and getting 2 extra damage this turn does a lot. So our turn is probably attempt to cast on the harvester, hope they don't have the hexproof pump spell, and then cycle at least 1 cast out, if not both cast outs. Maybe there was an argument to trying to cycle or cast it out on our turn. Let's let them use the energy though. I'm sure this deck runs a full 4 of the +2/+2 and hexproof. Nice. Okay, that's great. Mare Outrider, here we come. I guess we're going to cycle 1 and see what we draw. Alright. So if we tap this for colorless, and get Ajani down. Then we get to swing here. They can trade if they want. They don't have a good block on the Knight. Cool, cool, cool. So I'm guessing they're on a budget build here, because I haven't seen this Pima Outrider in many or any lists. Okay. I'm guessing they're going to get this into play here. not even sure they really want to attack with the Outrider. We're on 5. Okay. This seems bad for them. Alright, so get another Knight down. And then I guess we're plussing. Now if they do some kind of weird double block, we'll try to cast out in combat. Or likely they just, split their 1/1s? Oh, they're going for... This is tab, this is not blocking. This is a graphical error. I hope. Okay, yes. So I'm wondering what the worst they can do here is. Galta's good. I mean, that's okay. That's a big card. But they're tapped out, which means we get to just cast it out in a turn. I think Shefet Dunes does it. Yep. Shefet Dunes plus Ajani activation. Jam. So this is a matchup for sure where I think we want the Lyras. I think we're just trying to go bigger. And I wonder if we want the Angel of Sanctions. I don't think we want the Freebooters. Maybe just keep it like just do this. I can see Angel of Sanctions stabilizing us on some big boards. So yeah, we just go a little bit bigger, go up to the full 4 Lyras. Like I think we'll have a hard time beating a Lyra outside of Galta. Maybe correct to bring in the Ixalan's Binding and cut a cast down. Kind of our most narrow removal spell in terms of the 12/12 is the one thing we really can't beat, I think. Let's see what we open on here. I mean, Ballista plus Ajani is a nice combo, and we have Lyra. I'm willing to keep this and see how it works out for the sake of science. My instinct is oh, this might be a mulligan, but yeah, I mean, if they have turn 2 Steel Leaf Champion here, I'm not sure we can win. I mean, we can win, but it'll be hard. It'll be really hard. The Lyra has to do a lot of work. I really want to build this deck, but it's surprisingly expensive because in Magic Arena terms, because of the number of weird shitty rares you have to play. All right, so I guess we ping here. As awkward as this is, I don't think we're gonna live the dream of going long on Ajani, bulking up ballistas. Oh, I think our play here is to get Knight of Malice into play. Take another 5. And then next turn we Ajani this up. It gets +1/+0 from Ajani being in play. And then give it a counter, and it becomes a 4/3, which can actually block the Steel Lead Champion. Now if they have Galta here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, they could tap out for Galta. And then I think we're just dead on board. But if they have just nothing, that's kind of nothing. Okay, so they don't have nothing. So this pretty much deads them, or forces them to pretty much just spend their turn crewing the heart. If they draw like +2/+2 and jam, we're in a lot of trouble. But I suspect they might just crew the heart and bump us or bump Ajani for 4. Probably bump us if I'm them, get us down to 6. And then we need to rip lands. Just one land, so we can get this Lyra going. And pump it to a 6/6. Alright, so they're crewing. Wow. Alright, so I'm reading them for +2/+2 here, which really sucks. We have to take this block, I think. Or they're just trying to jam as much damage through as possible. That's 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's pretty good for us, I guess. If we draw land here, then that means they're out of tricks. And Lyra as a 6/6 blocker with First Strike and Lifelink, I think stabilizes us. But we really, if we don't rip land, our backup plan is what? Ballista for 2, pump it to 3. We still take 4. So we absolutely have to draw land here. We do. Because we're blessed. We're whitelisted by YouTube. We can't attack. I wonder what they can draw that deals with Lyra. They didn't see it game 1, so if they have any like random narrow stuff like Plummet in their sideboard, I doubt they bring it in. Galta is still pretty live here. Harvester blocks. Unfortunately, Lyra's a legend. A fucking legend, mate. This Brontodon is kind of making this Walking Ballista awkward. So let's make Knight. And we'll pump this Knight. And pump Lyra. We might get to Ultimate Ajani next turn, which would be pretty cool. At the beginning of your end step, create 3/1/1 white creature tokens with lifelink. Nice. I guess there's not a reason not to play the Ballista for 1 here. If they pop it, they pop it, but if not, it just gives us something to do with our mana on future turns when Lyra's not going to... We just can't do anything with these right now, so... So if I was going to do this, I guess we should have played this and at least pumped it to 2. Because then if they do execute like the Brontodon on it, we could have at least popped both Llanowar Elves. And the Elves get to crew this for a pretty low cost for our opponent. Now, if we attack them for 7 here, they get to crack us back for 7. I don't think they have anything that's going to be more than 4 damage, right? We have the ground locked down, so this helps us win. I mean, they do get to take Ajani off the board if we do this, but I'm okay with that. If they direct 7 damage to Ajani. But I think if there is some random way that they have to deal with this Lyra, attacking now, knowing that they have no avenue to beat us on the ground. Cool, so now they have to decide if they want to spend their attack killing Ajani or not. This is a lot of first strike for this creature-based attacking deck to deal with. Alright, looks like they are going to crew. It'll be interesting to see where they direct their attack. Looks like it's coming to my face. 1 to face, 1 to Ajani. That's fine. I wasn't 100% to ult the Ajani next turn. Oh, it looks like they're going to go both to Ajani. I think this is a trade that works out favorably for us. Should they gain 3 here and go to 16? But if we put a counter here, and we pop the Llanowar Elves, we get to attack for 16. They have to crew the heart to prevent 7. Alright, so they're doing it like this, so let's kill the other elves. Oh, shoot, I crewed the wrong one. Oh, that's right, so they did it in response to me adding the counter. Shoot. I thought I was already at the using my counter stage. I think either way, we're just jamming with everything here, gaining a huge amount of life. They don't have any good blocks. If they want to crew the heart, they have to, yeah. Probably they just end up throwing the 1/1 in front of the 5/4 and taking 11. I can't imagine they want to crew here and just throw away their heart. This way, if they draw a creature, they have a chance of at least crewing both and hitting back, and they get to preserve this. No, I messed up my Ballista there. Alright, they concede. Makes sense. This is a lot of first strike. Going bigger than them worked out really well. Just ensuring that we got that Lyra down. Cool, cool, cool. Fiery finish. Alright, so that's a pretty quick 3-0. 25 minutes on this one. We went 2 games. But yeah, so far, the deck seems straightforward, but powerful. Let's see if we can keep it going. We'll be back in the next video with the next round.